player that needs to step up for the Lions on each side of the ball.
Yeah.
And I want to start defense because that's kind of where you were lacking last year, or it felt like at times, obviously due to injuries. But the guy that I think needs to step up, Spinny, is the guy that's getting the most disrespect right now, and that's Jack Campbell.
Ooh.
Show them why you were picked as a first-round pick. Show them why guys like me and Spinny are talking about you being a top 15, top 11 linebacker in the league.
Yeah.
This is that third year. This is when you're supposed to make that jump. You're 6'5". The RAS score is insane. You should be in tune with the defense now, especially with your position coach becoming the defensive coordinator, that you should shine this year. That's the guy who needs to step up is Jack Campbell.
Yeah, I got one that's kind of niche that I'm probably going to do if nobody else says it, so I might do too. But this one is the lowest hanging fruit, and I think it's the most obvious. It's Terrion Arnold.
Bars.
Terrion Arnold was brought in here to be cornerback one. We obviously knew it wasn't going to happen in the first year unless you're a crazy person. But this is a guy stepping into this season. I believe by the end of the year, he is going to be playing like the best cornerback on this team. I think last year we saw how close he was. And I know people like to disrespect Terrion Arnold and say he had the worst rookie season of all time. And this guy's, look, he's trash. But again, I've done it multiple times now on this very show where you compare his numbers to Quinyon Mitchell or Mikey Sanderson or whoever you look at that rookie class when you talk about cornerbacks, and they're all in the same ballpark. None of them are too far away from any of the other ones. I think that Terrion Arnold takes the step forward because he was just there. He just needs to work around getting his head around on the ball and getting a hand up when he sees the wide receiver's hands go up. He was in the pocket of a lot of receivers last year, so I believe his ball recognition and his ball skills are going to have to be a little bit honed. But once that happens, we're talking about an elite playmaker on the outside.
Nick?
No surprise here. I am going to go with
Defensive Rookie of the Year?
defensive tackle rookie Tyleik Williams. This isn't a normal position for a rookie to step into.
That's a good one.
You got aging DJ Reader that's dealt with some injuries. You have your rising defensive tackle, should be a Pro Bowler, could be an All-Pro potentially in the future, Aleem McNeil coming back from a major injury. You have a defensive lineman in Aiden Hutchinson coming back from a major injury. On the other side of the ball, Davenport. What are we gonna get from Davenport? The only certainty is that Tyleik Williams needs to come in and be a beast in the middle.
Yep.
You need to eat blocks. You need to create havoc and get into the backfield a little bit from that defensive tackle position. But you need to ease up pressure on every other person on that defensive line. That's what we drafted him to do. And 8 TFLs last year at OSU. I expect to see him in the backfield a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm not mad at either one of those answers. I'd probably, outside of mine, I've rocked with yours the most, so that makes sense too. Another guy that's got disrespected. Because the reason why, though, is like people hate on Terrion Arnold like he's not a fucking rookie.
He's a
like it wasn't his first year at the NFL.
20 round or a 20th pick or 24, whatever it was. Yeah. I was trying to
6'7".
I wanted to say like 20th pick, meaning like he was in the 20s, but I
top 25 pick.
Couldn't figure out how to say it.
Go. But I think you're putting that same expectation on Tyleik, although I do think Tyleik's ready to roll more, and like you said, probably more ideal situation with Hutch and DJ Reader on that line.
Because my other guy didn't get set, the one that I was thinking of, and it is also.
Before you, Skywalker's got a guy. You might snipe his guy. Who needs to step it up on defense this year?
I'm fully with Spenny. Terrion Arnold got drafted first round to be cornerback one for the Lions. I understand he's a rookie, but we need to see him be a solidified CB1 on this team, and then the Lions got some serious chance to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. He would be great. No, Nick, you're not getting. Are you getting another guy?
No, not another guy. I just want to say, Tyleik Williams really needs to come in. This is a Super Bowl caliber team. If he isn't a quality player, this team's going to take a step back on the defensive line. I mean, there's just no doubt about it until Aleem comes back, hopefully healthy. Friend of the network, friend of the program, friend of the guy in the booth. Back to Spenny.
Yeah, that is.
Check me out on Twitter.
Did beat him at Chicken Wing Line.
That's friend
of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. That is where I'm looking at for when Aleem McNeil comes back. A guy I need to step up on this team is Levi Onwuzurike. Hey, buddy, you were drafted ahead of Aleem McNeil. You had a good year last year, really the first year you stayed healthy. Yeah. You're going to be that starting defensive tackle week 1. I'm going to need you to go out there and to do some damage. Hutch is back. DJ Reader is probably going to be healthy. All signs are showing that. Davenport will probably be healthy. All signs are showing that. I need you to go out there. You're going to be seeing one-on-ones. You were getting a lot of hype last year from Kevin Zeitler and different things. He had a good year last year for sure. But without Aleem McNeil in there, Levi Onwuzurike is going to need to step up, especially the first 4, 5, 6 weeks of the season with Aleem being out.
Yeah, I don't hate that answer at all either. Out of all names, if I had to vote one, I still might stick with Jack. I mean,
Should we put it in the chat?
I do like Terrion. The only reason why I wouldn't take Terrion in this scenario is because you have DJ Reed, who you kind of signed to be your CB1. You know, and although I do think that drafted Terrion to be CB1, again, I have my Brad Holmes 3-year rule. I don't know if you see that until then, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was this year. Like you said, but as the season went on, he was there.
He was improving quickly.
He was there in coverage. He just couldn't get his eye on the ball. The same thing you heard from his position coach, Deshae Townsend, as well.
And all his vets died. Carlton Davis died. Amik Robertson died.
Yeah.
He was our only healthy cornerback at the end of the year.